New dads. So we back again with another video. So what is something I can say that you guys should expect when you're about to have your first child? So I'm gonna come off right with it. Get to know yourself more and spend time with yourself more. Because what I've seen, what I've noticed with me, and everyone is different, but one thing I can gather from my experience is spending more time with yourself before your child arrives. Because with me, I feel like I just dive so deep into dadhood that at times I just forgot who I was because I was so focused on being the best father I could be, being the best dad I could be, being mentally aware of my child and their needs. And the reason why I'm saying focus on yourself now is because if you focus on yourself now, get yourself more mentally prepared, because honestly, quite honestly, you won't ever be 100% mentally prepared to have a child, but get yourself ready as much as you can. That's what I'm gonna say. Because it's a lot. Having your first child is a beautiful, pleasurable thing to happen to you. It's something you'll always remember. This image of your child being born and that first time you hold your child in your arms is like one of the most beautiful things. You will never forget that moment. But you want to be prepared. You want to be able to understand who you are as a man. And a lot of us, I feel, we get this bomb dropped on us that we are going to be a dad. And not to call it a bomb, but it can feel like a bomb. It can feel like it. Because when that explosion erupts, it's like, oh, all hell breaks loose. Everything is just changed. You know what I mean? But get to know yourself, because the better you get to know who you are, the better quality care that you're going to be able to give to your child along with your significant other. She should be doing the same thing as well. Get to know who you are individually and as a couple. So spend time as a couple as well, because you guys are going to be partners for raising this child for the next 18 and plus years. So you guys have to be aligned. You guys have to be mentally on the same pathway. Who's going to put the child to sleep? Who's going to bathe the child? Who's going to do nighttime feedings? You know, you can't plan everything out when it comes to a child, but it's good to at least know some of the essential things. Because you can't just go in, you can't just freestyle. You know what I mean? Certain things you just can't freestyle. Other things you're going to have to freestyle, because that's how you learn from your mistakes. Because there's no booklet on how to raise a child. There is no instruction manual on how to raise a child. Things are going to come at you fast. And when I say fast, I'm talking about fast. They're going to hit you. And these hits are going to be solid blows to the ribs. It's going to make you double over a little bit. But you'll be all right. Take in that inhale and exhale. Let it out. But this is what parenthood is. It can be shocking. It's a beautiful thing. But there's moments where it's just like, man, what do I do in this moment? Am I doing this right? There was a moment in my beginning dadhood stage where my daughter would not stop crying. And she was a little baby during this period. She would not stop crying. And we checked her diaper. She wasn't hungry. She just ate. We tried to, I think we tried to do the bicycle kicks to see if she had gas or anything. It's like nothing would work. And we were just at our wits' end. Like, what are we doing wrong? What's going on with her? So I don't know how we got this idea. We decided to put on white noise. We put the white noise on. Excuse me. We put the white noise on really loud. And lo and behold, she went right to sleep. That was the trick. I don't know. I can't explain how it worked. But the reason why I'm mentioning this is, like I said, about parenthood. You gotta think, you gotta freestyle certain things sometimes. You don't know what to do, you gotta figure it out. We managed to figure it out and it worked for us. She went right to sleep. No problems. She didn't give us any more problems after that. For the night. She went to sleep for the rest of the night. She was just exhausted. Because sometimes when babies are exhausted, they will cry instead of actually go to sleep. But that's their mechanism. When they're tired or hungry or not feeling well. But that's one thing I could say, fellas. Take care of yourself. Look into spending more time with yourself, because you want to know who you are before you become a new dad officially. Because a lot of us are jumping into these important roles and we neglect ourselves. We neglect the passion that we have before we have a child. You can never forget those things. These are what makes you, you. So if you're forgetting these things and you're jumping into such an important role, one day you will wake up and you will look at yourself in the mirror and say, what happened? And you're going to have this empty feeling because you didn't focus in on yourself either. You neglected yourself. And don't get me wrong. You're doing the right thing by taking care of your child and doing the things that they need. But you have to remember, just like the airplane analogy, you have to save yourself first so you can help save the next person. What good is it going to do if you give the person the mask first? You're trying to fix it for them and you're struggling for oxygen. So now you're not going to be able to breathe and you're going to try to get the oxygen mask on them. It is not going to work because you're struggling to breathe yourself. So that's what I'm saying. Take care of yourself. No one is going to take care of you like you are. Don't wait for your spouse. Don't wait for your mom. Don't wait for friends. Nobody's going to care for you like you are. You have to find out what that thing is that you can do that'll help you. That'll get you through the day, get you through the next couple of months, years, whatever it may be. Figure out what you can do that's going to help you relax, whatever you need in the moment. Because this is an important role and our children need us. But they not only need us, they need us at our best. Because there's going to be times you come home from work and you're just exhausted and your kid's energy level is going to be, I'm talking about skyrocketed. And you're just going to be like, I don't got it today. I just don't got it. And you got to give yourself grace. Don't feel bad. There's going to be days where you just don't have it. And that's why I said, as a couple, you guys have to be communicating. Because now you could pass that word on to your wife or your significant other. You can say, babe, today I'm just done. Can you take one for the team? Can you entertain them a little bit further so I can get a little bit of rest? Now your partner hears what you're saying. Hopefully they understand. But now you guys can go back and forth with each other and with communication. Now she can help you out while you go relax yourself. Because it's hard. It is hard. It's a beautiful journey, but I'm not going to act like it's not hard. There are going to be hard days. There are going to be days where you just need to close your eyes. There are going to be days where you just don't have the energy to play with your children. But this is where communication again, communication with your kids. Explain to them how tired you are. Explain to them that I'll play with you a certain time. Daddy needs to relax a little bit. They may not be old enough to understand depending on what age they are, but if they're like 7, 8, they're going to understand. Explain it to them. Sometimes they won't listen and they'll still want to play with you anyway, but at least you know you're trying to keep a line of communication with them. Because there's going to be days where you just cannot do it. Another thing that I can say for new dads. When it comes to building a bond with your children, take them out somewhere or do something that you guys only do. So something that is an activity that you and your daughter or son only do without mommy. You want to build this because this is something that you can have between the two of you that's different from mommy time. Because you're building a bond, and it's good to have separate bonds. It's good to have bonds all together as a family, but it's good to have separate ones as well. Because it separates that bond, that general bond that you guys have as a family, and it makes your child feel more special because now she shares something with you alone that she doesn't share with anyone else. So that consolidates the bond that you guys will have. Especially if you're a girl dad. There's something magical about being a girl dad. I have 2 girls. Being a girl dad is like magical. I can't even explain it. I can't even explain the feeling of being a girl dad, but it's magical. Like me and my daughters, we have movie night every Friday. We get the popcorn, we get the sometimes slushies or juice. We try to do things to kind of savor that bond. And every Friday they look forward to it. It's something that I know down the line they will remember that we did. And that's why it's so important to do something that you and your partner don't always do together with the kids. She's going to have her times with the kids and bonds that she does with them specifically that they'll remember. But it's good to build these things. You know what I mean? Don't be scared, dads. Like, there's a lot of things you could say, like, I'm not going to know what to do. I'm not going to listen. I've been a father for several years now. Over 8 years I've been a father. And there's days where I question myself and I'm like, do I know what I'm doing? But like I told you in the beginning, fatherhood is a journey. You're not going to know what you're doing. And I think that's the beauty of it. Understanding that you're on a stage where you're figuring things out each day. You're not going to know what to expect. Your children are going to present things to you that is just unique. It's a unique experience. That's why it's so hard for me to find the words to really describe what dadhood is about. You're going to figure this thing out. The older you get, older they get, you guys are all on this journey together to figure this out. Just understand this. Bring a community or create a community. If you can create a community of other dads, that's a great thing. Because reason why I say create a community is because you're going to have a lot of questions. You're going to have a lot of questions that you don't have answers to. I remember when I first had my daughter, my first daughter, I had so many questions and I didn't have a lot of people to bounce the questions off of. It's always good to spend time with other dads. Because while you guys go out for a drink, go out for a drink, go drive together, you guys could roll questions off each other. Ask him what does he do when your child has a tantrum. If it's really early in the stage, ask him what kind of milk do you guys buy? Is your wife breastfeeding as well, or you guys buying the breast powder, the milk powder? What do you guys do? There's so many questions you could bounce off of another dad. Because more than likely, if he's a more seasoned dad, he's going to have answers for you that you didn't know you had questions to. See what I mean? So don't be afraid to spend time with other fathers, because this is a community job. Like, there are parents out here that are willing to help you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you got family members that you trust and they're offering to help you with your child, take the help. Take the help. Because guess what? With this help, you can go get some sleep. Because you're going to be exhausted. You are going to be so exhausted. And number one mistake that I think I've made when my daughter went down and took a nap was I said to myself, all right, I'm going to try to clean up. Don't worry about cleaning up. Don't worry about cleaning up. That's a mistake a rookie parent will make. They want to clean when the child goes to sleep. So you've been up all night. Now you want to clean up? No, you need to bring your butt to the bed. You need to be napping when your child is napping, because when that child wakes up, that's going to be round 3, 4, 5, whatever round you're on. And you need to preserve any kind of energy that you have left. So don't worry about the mess. The mess will eventually get better, hopefully. Take time to rest when your child is resting. Don't make the same mistakes I made. You're going to need all the rest you can get. Trust me. Trust me when I say, because there's going to be several months that your child is waking up 2-3 hours, every 2-3 hours to feed. But it gets better. They will nap through the night, and that's one of the best accomplishments. When your child naps through the night, that was one of the first things I looked forward to. Oh man, what? It's almost like you won the lottery. Your child sleeps through the night? Listen. Anyway, dads, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, share, subscribe to this video. We need to pass along this information to other new dads, because we all need to stick together. Till next time, guys. Peace.